How you doing?
I'm okay. You messed me up.
What messed you up?
You messed me up. I'm being filmed.
How'd I mess you up?
We are being filmed right now.
Well, she told me to come in. Well, she didn't tell me to come in, but she said you needed this, and she wasn't going to do it. Here, are we both on film? Doesn't matter. He's going to take it out.
Just, you're kind of off camera right now, Bart, but just duck down, put your head next to him, just give us a little smile.
Give him a little smile.
There you go.
That's my darling wife. I didn't finish blessing which I have received, but certainly she's one of the big ones I've gotten. I met Barb because I was on the board of directors at the mental health clinic, and she was the secretary to the director of the clinic. As such, she attended all the meetings and took the minutes. So that's how I met Barb, and I wanted to tell you something else about her. I always told people that I found Barb in a mental health clinic, and some friend of ours, I think it was a friend, said, "You mean you were released into her care and, on the board?" And that was very prophetic. I don't think the person really knew what it meant to be released into her care, because now I am completely dependent on Barb to do almost everything. I can't even really write well or speak well, but she has made my life possible, I guess. She's the one who gave her life really for me. And that brings you up to date, I think, pretty well on things that I had started when I was in good health. Started doing for the community, which I felt were good for the Newcastle News. As a result, if the community prospered, then so would the Newcastle News. So I was kind of went in by the back door to become a community booster, I guess you call it. It was and this fall.
Sure, take your time.
Anyway, so I was saying, Barb is just one of the many blessings that I've received in my lifetime. And I feel I owe a debt of gratitude to, I consider, to God making all of this possible. There is a little Methodist church on the corner of Plank Road and Maitland Lane, right across Plank Road from Bruce Waldman. And they had an announcer board one day, not too many years ago, a statement, "I'm glad I was called to be a witness and not a judge." I thought that sounds pretty good. It encouraged me not to be very judgmental of other people who think differently than I do, and it encouraged me to be free about it, speaking about God to anybody I came to and said, "I'm glad to be a witness." I wrote a book in Newcastle. You're a Newcastle brother, a Newcastle binder. And the title of this book is Wow, What a Ride. I come by a park which we had in our home, which said, "Life is not a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside, slowly used up, totally worn out, and proclaiming, wow, what a ride." This book is autobiographical, contains the story of the individuals who started the Newcastle News, how we got into the news, how the Rentz family got started at the news, and up through all my interest of service to the community, my interest in cars, my interest in guns, which I've been all my life. I think some of the pictures that are included in this film show me as a little kid with a cowboy suit on, holding a big gun, because that was a part of my life. I enjoyed going to the old cowboy movies, which I think cost 10 cents at the theater to go see. I love to see them, Ken Maynard and Tim McCoy, and all these people are well known in the theater field. In closing, let me just say, I would encourage each one of you to look at yourself and find blessings in your life and not be afraid to be a witness without being a judge, to tell other people what God has meant in your life. And I'm most delighted I came back to Newcastle at my brother's request, because it was when I came back to Newcastle that all this really came to a head. I really understood what God intended for me to do. I think that I have found His operating manual, if you will pardon the expression, for human beings, and that is to serve and to be as concerned about other people as you are about yourself. I used to have a plan that if I spent a certain amount of money on my own pleasure, like cruises or trips, I would spend an equal amount. I'm not snobbish, really, but I would spend about the same amount on charities, some organization I was connected with and wanted to boost along. Unfortunately for Barb, I'm still active in trying to think of things that should be done for the community. At my age, I probably should leave those to younger people, but the Cascade Park pool needs to be refurbished for the kids on the east side. We are already building a viewing station at Rotary of the falls at Cascade Park. Here I am, 85 years old. I had never seen the falls at Cascade Park. And we're building a viewing area fenced in so it will be safe at the park. Also, I attend the symphony at the cathedral, and they really need some kind of improved parking situation at the cathedral for people like me who are a little bit handicapped. And
Take a swallow.